In the chaos of the game, they break it down. Talking trash, cracking jokes, they own this town. PGN podcast, they're on the prowl. Sports and nonsense, there wears a crown. PGN podcast, oh, you can't look away. Stats and laughs, yeah, they save your day. From the field to the mic, they always slay. PGN podcast, here now.
What up, what up, what up? PGN Podcast, episode 121. Yeah, man, missed last week, personal reasons. But you gotta forgive us, man. It's gonna happen sometimes, all right? And I think we've only missed like 3 episodes, maybe 4 tops in the past like 2 years. So we've been on point. So don't get mad. Anywho's, yeah, man. So how was your week before we get into these topics here?
Week is good, just doing some shit, making some moves. We got a Culture of Wrestling Instagram, Culture of Wrestling 1. You guys can follow us at where we'll be dropping some wrestling tips and all that type of stuff and our opinions. So that was kind of cool. Might be doing a Star Wars podcast sooner than later. Your boys moving and grooving right now.
Star Wars podcast. I don't know you were. I don't know you were a Star Wars fan until I see you going over the Maul series,
which was a good. I'll tell you that I've listened.
I'm about like episode 4, I think, right now. I haven't they haven't gotten to it.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Mandalorian, but I feel like Maul's just such an easy story to like really go off of.
Yeah, I feel like when they made Maul in the beginning, they didn't think he would take off like that because they killed him in episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, "He's dead," and I think everybody was like, "Why'd you kill him so fast?" But because later on, then they had the second and third. Well, the second episode was it Darth? What's the guy's name? The guy who was
his boss, Sidious.
Not Sidious. He was in episode 2. He's the one that cut off his arm.
Count Dooku.
Count Dooku. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like the villain in part 2.
Yep.
And then part 3 is when Darth Vader became Darth Vader. So I guess they wanted to take Maul out of it, but then everybody was like, "Man, he looks so cool." And then they brought him back to Clone Wars, which that's a good series. It's a long series, but it's a good series. It's good. Actually, my baby mom's brother, he's the one that told me to watch Clone Wars. I always saw the cartoon. I'm like, this ain't the same shit as Star Wars. And he was like, "Dude, you need to watch the Clone Wars. That shit's good." And I was like, "Damn, but it's like 8 seasons." He's like, "Bro, fucking watch it. I'm telling you, it was good." So I actually caught up with it. It took me like a couple months to watch all the seasons, but it was definitely worth it. Definitely good.
Yeah. It went over a lot of things that I think the movies don't hit on as much. So like that's why I think
because the movie's like it don't touch on the intricate parts.
Yep.
So in the Clone Wars, you see what actually went on during the Clone Wars, where we just saw the clones go from bad to good. That's what we saw. We didn't see them actually working with the Jedi as much. But in that series, they did, and then they brought Maul back. During that series, which they had classic moments in the Clone Wars with Maul. One of my favorite episodes was when Maul had his apprentice, which was like the same like species as him,
Savage. Yep.
Yeah, and they were fighting on with the pirates. And then Obi-Wan got mad and was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna fuck both y'all niggas up." Obi-Wan went at both of them and fucked them both up. That's one of my favorite parts, yo. He went off Obi-Wan in that one.
And it was another thing when they first brought Maul back. They didn't think he was gonna have this type of fandom. When he first came back, he's like Jedi, and he's like talking to Obi-Wan, and he's like he almost killed Obi-Wan, but Savage, the girl was theirs, but like. Maul, Jesus, you talk about tragic character.
Yeah, but you get deeper into Maul
with this show, yeah.
Yeah. So I got a text. Yeah. The thing, too, what I liked about, it showed, um, like more, like I feel like, Darth Vader is a tragic figure. Like,
Yes.
his girl died.
Mm-hmm.
Maul is just like evil. Like he's like the typical, he's the typical Sith Lord. Like
Yep.
he just wants power. That's all he
Yep.
wants. You know what I mean? And he came from the sisters that we see in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
They were evil
Dathomir.
witches and shit like that. So they're
Mm-hmm.
just like evil motherfuckers. Um, but yeah, what I liked about, that, one of my favorite parts too is that he was, because the Sith, they're very driven by revenge.
Yes.
So he was driven. Like what kept him alive was just trying to kill Obi-Wan.
Yep.
That's the only thing this motherfucker was on. He just like, I want to kill this motherfucker. For cutting me in half, I want to kill him. That's what drove him for so long. And when he finally caught up to him, and Rebels, right? Rebels, he caught up to him.
Yep.
And yeah, that was dope too, man. When he was trying to get at him, he's like, look where you ended up at. Look and then Obi-Wan was like, look where I ended up at. I look at it like, look how far I've actually come.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, yo, Obi-Wan had some gems in that little conversation they had. And Obi took him out quick.
Pieced him up.
Dope. That's it. Done. But yeah. So sorry, I went off a little Star Wars tangent, but
nah.
I'm a big Star Wars fan. Bro.
Same, bro. Like I was celebrating May the 4th when it, like, bro, I'm telling you.
I guess I'm not that big. I don't celebrate May the 4th like that.
I just say it to everyone.
I guess I'm not that bad. There's people like they do they meet up somewhere and
I'm not doing all that.
They dress up and
no, that's too much.
Yeah, I don't do all that.
That's when it gets a little too much for me.
Yeah, like the Mandalorian. I love the Mandalorian. I know you said you're not a fan of it. But like
I just didn't want a movie. I don't think I wanted a movie. I think
it's like an hour or some shit, like an hour and a half. I don't think it's that much. But yeah, I think what made Mandalorian bigger to the general public is the Grogu.
Grogu, of course. Yeah.
Grogu made
cute cells.
Yeah. He made it like, remember we were at the school, little kids were like, I'm Grogu, and they dressed up as Grogu.
Yeah.
So it's like, and they had the toys and shit. So that's what made the Mandalorian big. But people also was caught up with the Mandalores when Boba Fett was in the original Star Wars in the 70s. It's like, it's a popular character. So now what was dope is that, man, George Lucas he just knows how to go into like, oh, this is Boba Fett. I'm going to make a whole planet. I'm gonna make a whole shit, like crazy. And you see other Mandalorians after the planet got messed up. One was a rebel, she was part of the rebels. They have what was that group they had with the they were in the Mandalorian.
Yeah,
it was a group. The girl, she had red hair. She led the group.
It was a syndicate or something.
Yeah, it was like 6 of them like that. Like they had them. Boba Fett came back, but this is when Disney took over.
Yeah,
Disney kind of like, I think Disney did good with the Mandalorian. But why Disney did good with the Mandalorian is because Jon Favreau, who's a good fucking writer and director, he's the one. If y'all don't know, he directed Iron Man.
Yep.
He directed the 2 Iron Mans that basically brought Marvel back to life.
Yep.
And if you watch his other movies, which I like too, he did with Vince Vaughn, Made. He did Swingers. He's a good director. And what I didn't know when I looked it up is that he's a big Star Wars fan.
Yes, he is.
He wanted to do the Obi-Wan series, but they gave it to somebody else. But I think the way that Marvel has given the reins over to Kevin Feige, I think he should give it to Jon Favreau.
Yeah,
Because the best series out of everything they've done has been The Mandalorian.
Yep.
It's the one that's taken off. Like they tried with what was the one that kind of got big? It was like they did 2 seasons of it.
Oh, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka was all right. Ahsoka was all right. It wasn't crazy good, but it was okay. It was good to see the rebels, get reunited and shit like that. But still, I think could have been better. Obi-Wan was cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like that could have been better. What made it better was that Darth Vader was back.
It was like they always when those shows aren't hitting, they always go back to the old tropes. You gotta have Vader in it. You gotta like so it's like all right, like come on, like
I feel like that could have been better, but I think Favreau would have killed it with Obi-Wan. I think it was 6 episodes, and Favreau wanted to make it 8.
Yeah, why not?
Because what I didn't know was that actually Obi-Wan is the most popular Jedi. He's the most popular Jedi. Where I saw a couple like videos on it, and he's always either 1, 2, or 3. Like he don't drop below 3 when Star Wars fans vote their top Jedis. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he's like, man, this is a huge character. You can't give him 6 episodes, and you're bringing back Darth Vader. You got to make it 8.
Yeah.
But they told Jon Favreau to fall back, and the lady who wrote it made it 6. So who knows? That could have been better, But the other one they canceled after 1 season. I think
the Acolyte or something like
Acolyte, that. Acolyte, something like that. I heard that was bad. I didn't even watch it.
It's trash.
It was trash.
It's trash.
Yeah, I heard it was so bad that they
people should have gotten fired. That's how bad it
was. So I think Disney dropped the ball with Star Wars. The new Star Wars are just I don't like them.
No.
When the girl's the main Jedi and she goes back and
it's just a lot, yeah.
Which I'm not like totally against, but then it's like, why'd you have to make the series is Andor.
Oh God, yeah.
I heard that.
I heard about
good.
that. Yeah,
I never
people
watched
like
it,
that. I've never watched it either, but people said it was really good.
Yeah, people said it was really good, but I never watched it. But what they like about the new Star Wars is that if you watch the original Star Wars, everyone, the Empire's taking over, and everybody's kind of like, man, this sucks. And then, Luke is the only one that's like, come on, man, we could do this shit, bro. That's why the first was called A New Hope.
Yes.
He was youthful. He was optimistic. He was like, come on, man, we could do this shit. And then in the new ones, he's like, he's the defeated one.
Yeah.
He's like, the Jedi is shit. I built all this shit for the Jedi.
I tried the milk.
Yeah, I tried to kill fucking fucking my nephew, or the fuck he was to him. Like he was all fucked up. I'm like, why would you make Luke look like a little fucking bitch?
Bro, those 3 I never considered canon. And people were like, oh, but Ray. I was like, yo, Ray, Finn, what's the grandson's name? Kylo Ren. I erased that from my memory. I'm like, you know what? That's going in the Star Wars pile of just forget about it.
But you see what's crazy, my baby mom's brother, he's a bigger Star Wars fan than us. He reads all the canon books. These books, they're written by authors, and they actually used to, I don't know about now, but they used to bring it to George Lucas and say, look, I wrote this book of Star Wars. Can it be canonized? And he would read the book, and if it was good enough, he would canonize it into the Star Wars legacy, whatever.
Yeah.
So the original story of Kylo Ren was Kylo Ren is actually an alien.
Yep.
So what happens is this is all Disney made they twisted it all up. So Kylo Ren's supposed to be an alien, and if you think about it, what's not like shown in the movies is that the Sith is actually racist towards aliens.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at it, there's really no alien that's a Sith Lord. They're all kind of humans.
Yep.
So the lore of Kylo Ren was that he never took his mask off, and then when he finally took his mask off, they show he's an alien.
Yep.
So he's supposed to be like the first alien Sith Lord, and I feel like that would have been more of a storyline and better than you. And then the first one that had fucking him kill Han Solo, and
oh my god, bro.
I'm like, why they do all that, bro? It was just bad.
And then he killed Leia.
Let's finish this.
Yeah. We can go on a tangent about this.
We're 15 minutes in, man. We're going crazy with Star Wars.
All right, yeah. Let's start.
But yeah, I just did that. To preview the little Star Wars podcast we're about to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Star Wars talk is always
just so y'all can know that he knows his shit.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all watching this, that's why I went off that little tangent. So make sure y'all tune in to see his new Star Wars podcast. See, maybe I'll make it an appearance or two.
Hell yeah,
you know
bro.
What I'm saying? And talk my shit.
Yeah, we love to have you on. But anyway, we gotta talk about these NBA playoffs. Yesterday, OKC, they went up 3-0 against the Lakers. I think we all kind of picked OKC to win.
Yeah, we knew that.
But to be serious, OKC's hard to watch, man. The flopping, it was so bad in game one that Stan Van Gundy's just calling out the flop. I'm like, Chet, you're a 7 foot tall dude acting like you got shot because he spun, and I'm just like, yo, and he got Shea doing all this. I'm not gonna lie, OKC's kind of tough watch. I know they're the favorites to win, but if they could lose, I think that'd do a lot of basketball fans justice because they need to stop being rewarded for all this flopping, all this stuff. Like Shea, free throw merchant. I'm not calling him that, but he's not far off from that shit, bro. Like he's just not.
Yeah.
But the thing that sucks is that they don't have to do this to beat the Lakers. It's the Lakers. They have nothing to beat you guys with. I know you guys understand about this, but we all call this. This is going to be a sweep.
So what's crazy is, let me see if I can find this on my Twitter. So this is something, I don't know if this is a connection, but it's something I found interesting. You won't be able to find this tweet because it's deleted, but of course it was screenshotted. All right, so here we go. So I can share this here. Share screen. Where is it? Okay. So we're here on my Twitter. Now, this is supposedly Albert Sanders Jr., who's named head of NBA referee operations. This is a tweet he put up in 2012. If you haven't already, thunder up. So, this guy is supposedly a huge Thunder fan, and he's the named head of NBA referee operations. I don't know if that's a connection. Y'all put two and two together. But I'll be honest. There was even one instant that supposedly they caught a referee wearing SGA sneakers. Now, the referee is supposed to wear all black sneakers, and he's like, "Oh, but it's all black." Like, it still looks crazy, bro. Like, think about in your head, like, there's all black everything. You can get all black Skechers, like, all black fucking Filas, all black Nikes, all black. You can get all black anything. Why would you choose the all black SGAs? It looks crazy. It's just looking crazy because I felt like game 2, they did a better job. Shea got into foul trouble. He had to sit down for a little bit. So I think they tried to be more fair. They gave him like a flagrant on one play. I think they were like, trying to call it fair. The Lakers still lost, to be honest. But I think the Lakers are just a hard watch. And I think that they're just like trying to get them out of there for the most part. They got lucky. They beat the Rockets because they had no Kevin Durant, and they were just in shambles, that whole team. But hey, even if Kevin Durant plays, we don't know if that would have been something. You know what I mean? Even with the team all fucked up. But I said it for the rip. I'm like, dude, they're not. I mean, I think we all knew they weren't going anywhere without. You know what I mean? So this is just proving it. But hopefully the next round, which it looks like Spurs are about to win it. that they're not giving the Thunder these fouls, because some of these fouls are just like. But I'll be honest, man. I'm watching the Knicks series, and some of these fouls Joel Embiid is getting is even ridiculous. I'm like, what? What? Like, it's the guys on the floor all the time.
Yeah, all the
and
time.
They call it.
Mm-hmm.
They call it, and I don't understand that. Like, there was even a play that Towns went like this with his arms, and he's backing down, and he sees he has nowhere to go. He goes under the arm and goes, falls down. They called it. I'm like, what? What are you like? Come on, dude. There was even some calls on Maxey. You know, that like there was a play at the end, I think it was game 2. Maxey goes up and like literally he went past Brunson. Brunson went like this. He went past him and he flew on the floor. Foul. I'm like, guys, you need to. This is a playoff basketball
game. Yeah.
You need to, for the third game for the most part, they didn't really call a lot of fouls, but people don't know is that they actually go into meetings after every game. You know, they're telling them, listen, stop calling these calls, stop calling these calls. They're looking at film. They're looking at certain, Secaucus. They have the video people there. I'm sure they're chopping up certain foul calls that look crazy, and they're showing the referees like you need to chill. So hopefully, that this is not a narrative during the Western Conference Finals and the Eastern Conference Finals, because that'll just be terrible. Like, you can't interject yourself in the game, bro.
We didn't come to watch you. The refs, we did not come to watch you. We came to watch the players play. And the thing with Maxey, Brunson's a bad defender. You don't need to do it. Once again, it's like all these players are just doing things that are like hurting. It's like, yo, Brunson's a bad defender. Play at him. Like CJ McCollum did that.
It's mostly SGA though.
Oh my God, yeah.
In the past 2 years, think about this. In the past 2 years, he has 425 more free throw attempts than the guy who's number 2.
Damn.
So how many more free throw attempts does he have at the guy who's number 7? 1,000 more? Like, that's ridiculous.
Yo.
That's ridiculous. Like, it's, you can't have that.
No.
And everyone's calling it out on Twitter.
Yep.
Sports writers, First Take, all these guys are calling it out. They're like, dude, the guy's not even getting hit.
No.
He's diving on the floor. You're calling, and you can't touch him. It's ridiculous. I felt like even when Harden was a foul merchant, some of it was him pump faking and herky jerky, and he would kind of run into you a little bit. Like, some of these shade calls are like, you can't be serious. The man wasn't even touched.
No.
Like, it's ridiculous. They need to stop, and to have 425 more attempts than second place in free throw attempts that's a lot, bro. They need to stop.
And I think the thing that's hurting Shea, because I was listening to this guy, shout out to Basketball Hoops. He was like, the thing that hurts Shea is he doesn't have moments. Like, I was like, oh, I didn't even think. He was like, because Luka flops all the time, but it's like Luka has moments. Like you can
Luka
be like,
has playoff moments.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know a Shea moment that I can really think of. And I was talking about it with the EP. We was like going down the list, and I was like, I don't know of any Shea moments in the playoffs that I can really think of. Like when he did that thing, like I was like, damn. Even in the finals, we talked about Halliburton more than we talked about Shea.
Yeah.
Brunson has his moments. Cat has his moments where he took off in the third quarter in game 3 against the Pacers, where it's like, yo, but what's Shea's moment? What makes him stand out? Because remember, you're getting into these legendary, you might be a back-to-back MVP, and it's like you have no moments in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. And they got to look at what points is he getting from free throws? Is he not being defended as hard because they don't want to foul him, and now he's hitting all these mid-range shots? And I'm not saying he's not good, because I've seen him play, and sometimes it's like when you need a bucket, he gets it. You know what I mean? Like the other team will go on a run, and then he'll just hit 2, 3, 4 mid-range shots, and you're like, oh my God, it's so annoying.
Yep.
Like, what I'm saying? The guy don't miss. So I'm not totally disregarding his greatness, but yeah, I think he doesn't have a moment. When his team wasn't that good, he didn't pull him out of games. Like he didn't have a great game that just like, oh, Shea dropped 50 and they won game 3. You know what I mean? You know, so I look at more like the Thunder as team success. You know, they just have, man, they don't matter. This guy AJ Mitchell steps in and like he's doing good. You know, like, you know what? Fuck it. Our second best scorer, sit on the bench. Just it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? We don't need you right now. That's crazy. That's how good your team is. That your second best scorer can literally ride the bench. Whenever you need him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I attribute it more, but I'm not gonna take away his greatness. Probably gonna win the MVP, but you know what everybody's saying. I think it should go to Wemby.
Yeah.
But I think Wemby already won Defensive Player of the Year. I think the Spurs, Keldon Johnson, I think he won Sixth Man of the Year. Did they name the Coach of the Year yet? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. So, like, what you give the Spurs to have a clean sweep? You're gonna have Mitch. There was a guy Mitchell something gonna win Coach of the Year, and Wemby win MVP. You know what I mean? So, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. But everybody's saying Shea. I don't know what it is, but when I grew up, man, the MVP was someone who was like talked about all year. Like, oh my God, what a year! The storyline and all this shit. And it's like there's no storyline for Shea. Maybe the first time he won it because Jokic kept winning it, so it was like finally he won his one. But like this year, I felt like Wemby was the story. And Wemby was the one who was talking shit like I should win it. You know what I mean? I've done this. You know, you talk about Shea. I've beat them 3-1 this year. They only beat us once. Luka flops. He don't play defense.
Nope.
He's like, you know, he named all the top guys. Like, dude, I play both sides of the court. I impact both sides of the court, and it's true. That's what MVP does. They impact both sides of the court. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, Spurs and Thunder. It's looking like the Spurs, man. Thunder put up Timberwolves. Put up a good fight. Game 1, they won it. They got blown out. Game 2, game 3 was a little more closer, but you could just see the Spurs pulling away. And it's just Wemby, man. He just changes everything, dude. He changes shots, and you know they have Julius Randle dunked on him and whatnot. And they got, you know, Anthony Edwards dropped 32 points the last game. But overall, man, he affects both sides of the court, bro. You know, it's tough to overcome that. He's giving the Thunder best team in the league. He's giving them problems. And for some weird reason, he just hasn't shown up versus the Knicks. I don't know what it is. You know, we beat them 3-1. We beat them in the cup. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck it is. And it's crazy because OJ Anunoby guards him a lot. So I don't know if OJ Anunoby has like the fucking formula.
Yeah, probably the guard.
I don't know, but you know, I mean the league has had trouble with Wemby. I don't see this Timberwolves overcoming it. It's 2-1 right now, so you never know. They could win the next one, which is today, I think. And see where that goes. But I picked the Spurs. I think we all picked the Spurs.
I picked the Spurs too. I just don't know if, and I'm not trying to call out Anthony Edwards and all that type of stuff, but you got to start taking that next step. You've been at this hovering playoffs. It's like we've been calling you the best player. You got to win some of these games. You got to win. You got to take over these games at home. I know you got Randall. Gobert's not an offense, but you have to be the guy right now. You at least got to win today. Because if you go down 3-1 now, I'm looking at you like, you say you're the closest thing to Jordan. What's up?
He's hurt.
True, but you out there, like you know, like it sucks. I know, but that's what we do. That's what you do in sports. It's like, yo, you're out there. We gotta call it the way it is.
He did drop 32.
Exactly. So,
but last series, Gobert did a great job against Jokic. I don't know. He's athletic enough to stick with Wemby. That's the issue. It's Wemby, and Randall's a strong guy, but he's not a great defender. I don't know who you really could throw on him. McDaniels is a good scorer, but he's not much of a defender. So you're stuck. You don't have an answer for Wemby. And once Wemby's going, the team feeds off of it. You got Stephon Castle, you got Vassell, you got Luke Cornett's a good center. Like I said, Johnson won Sixth Man of the Year, I believe. So they got a squad. Darren Fox, of course. But yeah. Who else was it? The
Cavs,
Pistons and Cavs.
Pistons are a good team, but one thing I see is when the game gets tight, if you can just get Cade off of his game, they have nothing to give you because I'm not trusting Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren. I don't know what he does. He's great on defense, but sometimes he gets lost in the game a lot. And it's scary because I've never believed in this Cavs team. But James Harden will give you one of these games. Like he had 9 points in the fourth quarter. Okay, well, you're gonna do this next game. Donovan Mitchell is just Donovan Mitchell. I have nothing to say about him, nothing bad. Yeah. He's just a guy. Like at this point in his career, he's just a guy. Like I'm like, yo, you're not here, you're not there, you're just a guy.
You've been saying this about the Cavs for a minute. And then to make it worse, they added the choke artist James Harden. So you were saying this before James Harden got there, and they added another choke artist into the mix. So you're like, bro, really? So I know you definitely don't believe in them. But yeah, once they got Harden, I definitely didn't believe in them. I didn't believe in them before. I did last year because they were the first seed. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, they were good. And then when you were the one saying it from the rip, you're like, bro, they're not going nowhere. Nope. They're not going nowhere. I don't believe in them. Nope. And they lost to the Pacers. I'm like, oh god, that's just bad. So it knocked me off right there. And then when they got Harden, I was like, nah, y'all really just did it to yourselves. Y'all really asked for it. But like you said, he showed up last game. He did good. We don't know where this is going to take him the next game. Because the next game he'll have 1 point. 1 point with 15 turnovers.
Oh,
you can't count on the guy. You know what I'm saying? You can't count on Donovan Mitchell.
No.
And it's weird because you feel like, bro, there's sometimes he'll just come down the court, Donovan Mitchell, and do some crazy move and bring the ball over and dunk it. Or look how he crossed up Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris fell on his back. Like, he has these moves and he has these hot streaks. You're like, man, this guy could really drop 40, 50. And then sometimes he just, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's weird. It's very weird. And I feel like they have two big guys. They have Jared Allen and Mobley.
Yep.
Why are you guys so soft? Why are you dominating on the boards? Why are you dominating down low, getting blocks and rebounds? And that shouldn't even be come on. Those are two big guys, bro. So, I mean,
Jared Allen having 4 rebounds. I'm like, bro, you're too big to get four rebounds, bro. I'm like, dog, y'all don't do anything. And ever since he said, yo, the life's been too bright for me, I feel like he's just flatline. Yeah. There's just no. It's like, oh, bro, you said what you said. That's what you said. It's cool. Yeah. I got nothing for him, bro. I'm just looking at him. Just look at the Cavs. I'm just like, you're just really that team. You're just a regular season team who, like you said, Donovan Mitchell, he'll go off for 40. Think about this in game 2 last year. He went for 45 points. You still lost because you can't get rebounds. Halliburton's getting his own off a free throw.
Yeah.
That's just the Cavs in a nutshell. And I feel like if you don't win, you gotta have to really take a look at this team and be like, what are we doing here? We can't have Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. You can't run this back. You can't run this back anymore because you almost lost to the Raptors. It's just the Raptors. Oh my God, couldn't hit it.
I think you need more of a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been a mistake to get rid of Bickerstaff because you blamed him. You brought this coach in. He ain't doing much better. Look at Bickerstaff. He has the Pistons. They play tough.
Yep.
They play tough, and I feel like that's what the Cavs need. They need toughness. They need an on-court leader too. I don't think Mitchell's that much of a leader.
No.
I don't know. It's weird, but I want them to at least make it 6-7 games because.
Oh, you want to tire them?
I want to tire them out.
Yeah.
And I want the Knicks more to be watching these games from home.
Mm-hmm.
Not watching film, but watching it at home. Like, okay, this is what they're doing. Get more intel, because I think if the Pistons move on, which I think they will move on, this is a team I didn't want to face. I've been saying it all fucking year. This is a team I did not want to face. The Knicks are up 3-0 right now. They're going on all cylinders. I said this when the series started. I said they won't last.
No.
They don't have a bench.
No.
They don't have a bench. Sixers don't have a bench.
Yo.
How many people came out going, the Sixers are just as good as the Knicks. The Sixers beat the Celtics. And it's like, bro, I don't know how Joe Mazzulla has a job still, because if you're watching this as the Celtics owner, the Knicks dismantling the Sixers, you're like, we lost to this team? I don't care if we didn't have Tatum playing. The Knicks are literally whipping their ass. It's like you notice the Sixers come out first half and the game be tied, or the Sixers are the Knicks are only up by 3, and then second half they're missing shots.
Yep.
Because they're tired.
Yep.
Game 2, Maxey had to play the whole second half. They didn't sit down once.
Yeah, no legs.
And we're throwing Brunson in, we're throwing McBride in, we're throwing Shaman in, we're throwing this guy in. Shaman came off the bench and dropped 15 points third game. He didn't play the whole playoffs.
Nope.
And what did I say in the chat? When Kofi put up, OG's injury. Oh, he might miss game 3, game 4. I said, don't worry, we got Shaman, we got Diawara, we'll be all right. And what to do? Shaman came and dropped 15 points. He was a spark off the bench. Because when the Sixers made a little run in his first, second quarter, he hit big threes. He had that fast break dunk.
Yep.
He got some layups. He got in the lane and got fouled. He did some plays, and that's the thing with the Knicks right now. The Knicks are almost like the Thunder in that regard. We're deep.
Yep.
We're not even playing Kolick. We're not even playing Diawara. These guys aren't even playing. That's how much of a bench we have. We're running the team 8-9 deep.
Yep.
We have Clarkson off the bench, McBride off the bench. We'll play Huckaporty off the bench. He's our third center. With Mitchell Robinson, like we have 4 or 5 guys, and you can switch up if you want to do big guys, you want to do small guys, you can put OJ Anunoby at the center, power forward. We're very versatile, and that's the thing that people keep telling me, that don't worry about the Pistons because they feel like we have too many weapons.
Yeah, I think so too.
Where the Pistons really just rely on Cade.
On Cade, yep, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? It just, when you hate a team, and the Pistons hate us. And Stephen A. Smith said when JB Bickerstaff came on First Take last year when they got taken out, he was like, bro, our goal this year is to beat the Knicks. Like, not even go to the championship. They're not even talking about going to the championship, winning the championship. Their goal this year is to beat the Knicks.
Yeah.
So that's what's scaring me. You know what I mean? Like, if a team's goal is to beat the Knicks, like not to win the championship, not to beat the Thunder or the Spurs, to beat the Knicks. Whatever comes after the Knicks is just extra.
Yeah.
That's why I'm more worried about it. But I hear a lot more people saying, "Don't worry, you'll get them because you guys are too deep."
We're playing like 9.
Yeah, and the thing with the Knicks too is that they've kind of figured out, like, sometimes they play through Cat and then sometimes they play through Brunson. I felt like a lot of the times during the year they didn't have an identity. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they got away from Cat. Yeah, you're right about that. They didn't have an identity, and they didn't give Cat the ball at all. And I think the Hawks series forced them to be like, all right, the glaring mismatch is Cat. I came on this and said it. When we were down 2-1, I'm like, what are we doing? Why aren't we giving Cat the ball?
Yep.
There's no center.
Uh-huh.
You have Kuminga on him. So they forced to run the offense through Cat, and what they started doing is not only having him score, but he's facilitating. That's what they started doing. And if you see with the Sixers, they switch up sometimes. They'll have Cat go on top of the key, he'll do good passes, and then they'll give it to Brunson to do his ISO. And then if the Brunson shit is working, Cat will just fall back. Like, all right, I don't really have to pass. I don't really got to score. And Brunson's just cooking them, bro. Brunson supposedly in the playoffs, from what I remember, they said he's averaging 33 points a game against the Sixers in the last 2-3 years in the playoffs. He's killing them. And remember, he won a championship over there with Villanova. He got banners over there in the rafters. You know what I'm saying? With Villanova. So the Phillies love him. The Philadelphia is like a second home to him.
Yep.
So he don't feel, and then the Knicks fans show up there.
Oh, you guys are in trolls.
We've seen the videos. They're in the lobby after the game, like like screaming and jumping. They even made one Sixers fan. He had an Embiid jersey. He put a Brunson jersey over the Sixers jersey, and was jumping up and down with the Knicks fans. Like, it's just out of control, dude. Out of control.
That's not a real fan, but I just feel like there's a lot of times, like, I know because my boy, he's a Brown. I was like, but I feel like your offense runs better through Cat because Cat can open things up. Sometimes Brunson's just dribbling the ball and like he'll make a shot. I'm like, that's just bad offense. And it's just like he dribble. He'll take a shot and like everyone's like, oh, but he scored. I'm like, dude, everyone's just watching you. Get the ball going. Like you say it all the time. Like, he's not a point guard.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think they're switching it up.
Yeah.
So sometimes they go through Cat. They like I'm watching the games. They'll run through offense through Brunson, and then when Brunson gets benched and they bring in Alvarado, another guy I didn't mention off the bench that they got. You know, they bring in Alvarado. They run offense through Cat now. Now Cat's running the offense. You know what I mean? So they switch up when they have to. And you know, they're just too much for the Sixers, man.
No, there's just they don't have enough.
And to go back with Brunson, man, he has the most 30-point games in Knicks playoff history. He has 24 or 25, some shit like that. More than Ewing, more than Frazier, more than Melo. He's just, I gotta say, man, even though I get mad with a lot of dribbling he does, and he really can't bring the ball up the court when they full court press him. But dude, some of these shots, I'm like, how the fuck is he making
it? Yeah,
he makes some shots that I'm just like. At the end of the Sixers game, there was a game that he went this way. The guy bumped him. He went flying. Still threw it off the backboard and went in and went out of bounds. He even started doing like some celebration. I'm like, bro, that's a crazy shot, bro. And you know, there was a long three he hit. Like some of the threes he makes, he'll just come up, pull up, boom.
Yep.
He'll run off a screen, catch it, boom. I'm like, dude, how long? As the NBA fans and NBA people, I think they won't respect Brunson until he wins it all.
Yeah,
they won't.
No
matter what he does, because I'm like, all this scoring he's been doing, which is incredible, and he's had tons of playoff moments.
Yep.
In his short playoff career, 3 years, this man has had legendary playoff moments. Even during the year, he's our best player. He's giving you 27 points a game.
Yep.
The dude's 5'11", 6 foot. You know what I'm saying? And they still shit on him because he's small.
Yeah, he has to break the small, because you know in the NBA they're always that trope that small players don't win you championship. I'm like, honestly, he has to break that. Like for NBA fans, like you, I know you agree with that. It's like people be like Steph Curry, but I'm like, that's an anomaly. Like Steph is like that's that. Isaiah Thomas is they're anomalies. Like Brunson has to get to the finals. Like. Because, like, all the, like you said, he has the most 30-point games, but it doesn't matter if you don't go to the finals at this point. Because it's going to be like, you just scored. Like, it's cool. Yeah. And it sucks. It sucks because he really is that guy. Like, fourth quarter Brunson, I'm like, I'm just like, he's going to make that. Turn around, he makes it. He's going to make it. And it's just like.
Fourth quarter, I've never seen. Bro, I'm talking about all players that ever watched in NBA history. I've never seen a guy go in the fourth quarter and when he's dribbling, you're like, he's gonna make it.
Yep.
It's very rare that he misses it, and if he misses it, it's like boom, 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 and it comes out. He never airballs it. He never the ball. This time that he shoots a three, I'm like, maybe fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. He'll shoot a three. I'm like, oh man, don't shoot that three, and it'll go, and it come out. I'm like, that shit almost went in, bro. Holy shit! Like, yeah, it's nuts, dude. The guy, I've never seen a fourth quarter guy like that, dude.
No.
It's like you said, you're watching it outside of not being a Knicks fan. And you're like, bro, that's going in. That's going in. That's going in. And it's going in.
And he's just so shifty. He'll just, he'll just come up and he'll do that. And then, and then he'll just like bump or like turn around. And then I'm just like,
yeah. And they call him Big Body Brunson. Most of his shots are in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
He scores in the paint. Yeah, you say he's shifty. He'll do fake. The guy goes up and they go underneath and lays it up. You're like,
I'm like, stop jumping. I'll be like, stop jumping. I'm like, because I'm like, they have VJ Echo on. I'm like, Echo can't guard him. That's a terrible matchup.
Yeah.
I know I don't like bringing this up, but the way Nembhard played him is really the way you're supposed to play him. Yeah. He met him all the way in the back. He's like, yo, what are you doing? And he tired him out. That's what you have to do. Everyone's like, oh, but he still scored 30. But if you look at his 30, it was inefficient. It was like, he took that three, and it was like, I was like, yo, there were some games he had dead legs. And I was like, but the Sixers, like you said, they don't have enough to do that because then they're just tiring people out. You're only playing 7. So
yeah, well, the Knicks are pacering the Sixers this year.
Exactly. It's actually it's turning.
Yeah, because the reality of it is that they were doing that with Brunson. But Thibodeau's dumbass had Brunson in there 48 fucking minutes. I will be screaming at the thing like, and I still say it to this day, why aren't you playing Kolek? Like, I love Kolek. And maybe this year you got Alvarado, so maybe I see why you're not playing Kolek. But last year I was saying it. Put Kolek in. Let him bring the ball up. Why you have Brunson, your top priority player, he's bringing the ball up. They have, Nembhard, McConnell, fucking... what's the other guy? Naismith. No Halliburton. He has 4 or 5 guys a game guarding him, picking him up full court, and he's getting no rest.
Nope.
TJ McConnell is coming in with only 10 minutes playing.
Just a burst of energy, and he's just and it's like that. That's tiring sometimes. Like,
but it's 30 minutes in, like that's what they're doing to Maxey.
Yep.
Maxey's playing 46 minutes, and he's coming up. Oh, Alvarado's there. Oh, McBride is there. Oh, Bridges is there. Oh, fucking Shamit's there. You have 4 or 5 guys guarding you, and you're playing 46 minutes.
Yeah.
You can't. Even Embiid's playing 35 minutes. He can't play 35 minutes.
His body's not built for that. He's just not. Like,
and the Knicks know it, so they're like, you know what? Fuck it. Play Huckaporty.
Mm-hmm.
They're putting 3 centers in. They're like, fuck it, put Huckaporty. Let him play 10 minutes. Let him tire Joel Embiid out. We're just putting bodies out there. We're throwing bodies out there. Still, and look, Clarkson. We didn't mention Clarkson. That's
no. You forgot you got him.
We have like 6, 7 guys guarding Maxey,
and they're all long wing defenders too. So like that's the Cal. It's just a lot, and I feel bad for him because I'm like at this point in time now, if Embiid gets hurt again, you honestly have to consider moving on from him because you need to focus on Max. If Maxey's your guy for the future, I love Embiid. Because if he's healthy, he could be one of the best players, but he's not healthy anymore. It's just he's just at that point in his career. You're just hoping he's gonna. It's like that's just too much. Because they're thinking, he scored 34 on a bad leg against the Celtics. The Celtics are the dumbest team. Like the Celtics are the biggest problem in the NBA. They shoot the worst shots. Like I'm like, you have 2 of the tallest players, and they never go to the hole. They're just settling all the fucking time. They deserve to lose that series. And Joe Mazzulla should be fired because what the fuck are you doing with this goddamn team? And whenever you question them, well, that was a game plan because so your game plan was to shoot 53s?
Yeah. In the last 2-3 minutes of the game, they shot 6 threes and missed them all. And I'm watching the game like, why are you shooting these threes, bro? And they're down by 1. They're shooting threes. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Take it to the hole, man. But yeah, man. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, man, I'm very excited for the Knicks. a lot of people are starting to come around. Like, oh man, Knicks look good. Knicks look good. Knicks look good.
Yeah.
But I've been stung before by the Knicks. I've been around for a long time. I gotta see it to believe it. I gotta see the double zeros at the end of 4 wins in the finals for
Yeah.
me
For
to
you
like.
to.
I'll always cheer them on, but I'm always gonna kind of be weary. Like something's about to happen. You know what I mean? But still, I'll always cheer them on. And I think this is our best chance, man. This is our best chance we've had in a long time.
Yep.
Because there's not a Warriors team there. There's not a definitive star. I guess you could say Wemby, maybe Shea, but it's not like you have a Jordan there or Kobe
Yeah.
there or a LeBron there. Like, there's not a guy that's there in your way. This is a chance that we could win it. I bet Shea. I think next year will be tougher.
Yeah.
You know, Halliburton comes back. You know, this guy has another year. Tatum of healthy and
Help me. Yep.
you don't know what teams gonna start trading around. What if the Pistons get another player? You know, Pistons get another offensive weapon. I don't know. You know what I mean? So you got to win it this year. I think for real, you do. End it. End the curse.
Yeah. And the curse. This is our year.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. NCAA tournament officially expands to 78 teams. Oh, just why? 64 was already too much. Now you're just gonna be putting in teams just for putting in team's sake. And I have no interest in watching a bloated college tournament. We already don't know most of the teams. Now you're just gonna be putting in teams like that random team is gonna make it. I'm like, bro, like what you had was cool enough. You already have NIL where you don't have Cinderella teams because all the good players are going to the best team. This is just ridiculous, and this is just a money grab. And honestly, I hope it falls. I hope they fall flat on their face because this is money fucking grab. This is money grab. I don't like when they do shit like this.
And I feel like the NCAA tournament didn't start picking up steam till like maybe you got to the Elite Eight, maybe the Sweet 16. Because there wasn't really nothing to talk about the first couple games. And that's not how the NCAA was. It was like you saw at least 4 or 5 upsets the first week.
Yep.
Like, holy shit, number fucking 2 just lost to number 15, you know what I mean? And that didn't happen that much this year. You know, like you said, now you're going to throw in teams that... So what now? Duke's going to face fucking NJIT? Like, why? Why? So that they could win by 70? This isn't like they're trying to still, like you said, they're trying to still sell the Cinderella thing.
Yep.
But when you're adding more teams that are even worse, like it ain't gonna happen, dude.
Nope.
It ain't gonna happen, you know? The NCAA tournament with the way it was tough to get in. Remember when players used to sit there when they used to call your eligibility for the tournament, and teams would sit there like it's draft night, look at the TV, like, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? And there was times of controversy where teams had to join the NIT tournament that people felt should have been in the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
That's how tough it was to get in, and that's why maybe you saw the upsets.
Yep.
Because we may not know the 15th team, which is the third fucking college in Minnesota, but they were 27-2.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And they have a chance to upset Duke or UCLA or something like that. That's not gonna happen by expanding it. You're just gonna make the tournament longer and dragged out. You're not gonna really want to watch it. I'm not watching the first week.
Nope.
Like, not gonna turn the TV on for that. You know what I mean? Like, it's a money grab. You know, that's all it is. It's a money grab. And I don't know. Everything's a money grab now.
Yep.
We just got to see if it works out. You know, sometimes, like the in-season tournament with the cup, that was something people shitted on. But, you know, I was there watching the Knicks and Spurs in the cup finals. Like, let's go. You know what I mean? So eventually it might pick up steam, maybe. You know, look at this year, the NBA. They also incorporated a new thing for the All-Star game. Have the world team versus the young team versus the older veteran team, and maybe that's something that picks up. I don't know. So I guess we see how it pans out, but I mean, you gotta really love college basketball to be excited about this. To me, because there's people out there that are college fans.
Yeah,
like I see them online, and they only watch college sports. Not really into the pros.
No.
So maybe they're excited for it, but I don't know. Not me.
Yeah, that's all I got to say on that. And we can move on to a very fun topic before we get the pepper take. Skip Bayless made his return to First Take and reunited with Stephen A. Smith. And it was for a one-time thing, but you could see the energy. You saw the chemistry. Stephen A. actually looked like the happiest I've seen him on that show for a while. Maybe when Shannon was there. I think they'll probably start off by doing this once a month, and you'll gradually see it build up to where it's like 2 times. I think the thing with Skip, he kind of had to disappear for a little bit. He did a little too much. He kind of started smelling his own, like he's like, I can say anything I want to.
He did.
Now he's calmed down. He's been on the arena. He's been with Gilbert and all that. And I feel like that's kind of put him out there because now he doesn't look like the biggest LeBron head because you got Rashawn McCants over there who's just like completely like LeBron. And like even he made the list, LeBron's knife, and you can see Stephen A. making the face, and that's become a meme. It's just like you can just tell they are always meant to work with each other, and I loved it for both of them.
I was talked about on this show before. I'm a Skip fan. I always think Skip makes good points for the most part. Some of his shit is like, huh? But for the most part, he's like on point. More in football than in basketball. But yeah, even when he sat down with Draymond on Draymond's podcast, it was a live podcast. Y'all should watch that. It was dope. Even Draymond's like, I learned to respect Skip's takes because when you actually sit down and talk to him, there's method to the madness. There's not just, oh, I'm hating on you. No, there's a reason why he's not picking you, or a reason why he thinks that you're not that guy. And that's what makes it good with him and Stephen A. Because his takes are not horrible, and they're a whole opposite from Stephen A. And what made Skip and Stephen A. was the whole Tim Tebow thing. Once Skip started lashed on that Tebow train, and Tebow started winning those games, and that one playoff game versus Steelers, that just took off. Skip was the one that predicted LeBron to fall, and when LeBron fell in that finals with the Mavericks, I saw a special about it where they talked about not a special, but it was like a little excerpt I saw on YouTube where they talked about that finals, right? And Skip talking about LeBron on First Take, like he ain't that guy, he ain't better than Jordan, blah blah. And then when he lost that, bro, there was a lot of guys. Jason Whitlock was on that thing. A lot of guys were on that special I was watching, and they were like, "Yo." It made a lot of us sit back and say, is Skip a fucking genius? Like, did he just call this shit, dude? Like, and that's what blew Skip up. Those two things, Tim Tebow and LeBron failing in the Mavericks. And it took off. And people say Stephen A. is the one that invented the debate show. He's the one that found Stephen A. He's the one that said, that's my partner. He called it. And you can say what you want about Skip, but he's the one who picked Shannon Sharp. They didn't want Shannon Sharp. He's the one that said, nope, I want Shannon Sharp. And he probably picked 2 of the biggest stars in sports media in the past 30 years. You know what I mean? Like, Shannon has his own shit now. He got the fucking Club Shay Shay. He got Nightcap with fucking Ocho. He got his own media company now that he's producing other podcasts. Like, he's like a sports media giant right now. And not even sports media. He's in that realm of Club Shay Shay. That's a big platform. If you go onto Club Shay Shay, all of his interviews are like 600,000 and up.
Mm-hmm.
He could interview a roach,
and
that shit hit 600,000, 700,000. That's insane. You know what I'm saying? So he found him. You can't say Skip. Skip gave him the start.
Yes, he did.
So I think it's dope for Stephen A to pay it forward.
Yes.
And I think what Stephen A did too was Stephen A knows when to bring someone on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when did Stephen A bring on Cameron? So Cameron said, "Oh, you know, I fucked up by going on CNN with the big horsepower, so he didn't bring me on."
Yep.
But then now Cameron's being hired to work at PBC Boxing,
and
he's done a good job there. So now Stephen A brings him on First Take because he's like, "Look, he's behaving."
Yes.
You know what I mean? And the same shit with Skip. Skip was, like you said, Skip was smelling his own flowers. He was out there saying wild shit. He got semi-canceled. And let's be honest, Gilbert brought him back.
Yes.
Gil brought him back from purgatory because Skip didn't know what to do. Skip, his show wasn't really doing much. His solo podcast wasn't doing much. He was trying to run to different platforms to get interviews, and some were doing it, some weren't. Some wouldn't give Skip the light. Some did. And Gilbert was the one I was like, nah, come do the gridiron with me.
Yep.
And that started it off. He's on the arena.
Yep.
You know, people like Draymond Green started coming around, talking to him. Players started coming around. And what's good is that what I liked about gridiron with different Skip is that Skip is sitting around all players. You get what I'm saying? Now you're sitting with Talib. You're sitting with the fucking offensive lineman.
Yep.
You know, the big guy, I forgot his name. You know, the quarterback that's there. He's there. Jay Gruden sometimes comes in. The linebacker, you know, I don't know all their names, but there's a linebacker. Crowder, is it Crowder? He played for the Browns. He's there. So Skip is really the only journalist there.
Mm-hmm.
So now these players are talking to him and going, man, he ain't that bad of a guy.
No.
You know what I mean? And there's times he bets with Talib, but he wins these bets.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you this team's gonna win. And they come on the show and they're like, oh, Skip was right again. And Skip's like, you know, showing up like, you know, talking shit. So I think they learn to respect him, the players. And I think Skip was forced to do that because he isolated himself so many years.
Yep.
He wouldn't really talk to players. He wouldn't interview players. First Take and Undisputed wasn't an interview-based show.
No.
It was a debate-based show.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't bring people on like that to interview. So the players were always here and Skip was always here. So that was miscommunication. And now Skip was forced to come over here because he put himself in a bad spot.
Yep.
And it was good to watch Stephen A notice his little bit of rehabilitation and then bring him onto the show.
Yep.
Where it's not like, why is he on the show?
Yep.
It was more celebrated now. He came on the show now was like, oh, look at Skip back after so many years. Da, 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 da. Oh, wow, this is so fun. This is so cool. You know what I mean? So Stephen A did the right thing. It was cool to see. A little nostalgia for me to see that. And dope. I hope, definitely should be more.
Yeah, it's
you know he's gonna come on football season.
Mm-hmm, yeah,
when the Cowboys come on.
Yeah, he's gonna be
back.
there. Yeah, I can see they probably did really well in the ratings and stuff like that. I think Skip probably seen because I always bring him up. Skip looks at someone like Colin, who's like you don't hear about, but Colin has his hands on everything. Like I know Club 520 was under there. I didn't know like Draymond under. And the Skip's like that should be me, but because you kind of did too much, you kind of outed yourself. Where it's like Colin doesn't really push anyone's buttons. Colin has his opinions, but he's just like, hey, you know, it's my opinion. If you don't agree with me, cool. Like, so like he's just always been like cool, calm, and collected. And I'm like, Skip, you really should be the Colin. You should be running the volume. And I think he looks at that and he's like, okay. And I think Skip was like, oh, what's my legacy? And I think now he's like, all right, let me come on these shows. I can come. Because sometimes you're like you going toe to toe with players. It's like, what are you doing right now? Like, cool out with that.
Sometimes your character, and it's hard because we've all heard entertainers say it, where like this is me, right? There's Irvin Johnson and then there's Magic Johnson.
Yep.
There's two different guys. There's Terry, whatever his name was Hulk Hogan's real name? Was it Terry? I forgot his real name. Terry something.
Terry Bollier.
Yeah, Terry Bollier. And you got Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
And it's sometimes when you leave and go home, you can't separate the two. And I think sometimes the on-air personality that Skip was, it was hard for him to separate. Because when you speak to sportscasters behind the scenes, they all say Skip's actually a really nice guy.
Yeah.
And Skip helps everybody out. Oh, I'll get you this job. I'll get you that job. And remember when he was doing, he did the Undisputed show at Colorado, Dion had a thing. He said it to him. He said, yo, thank you for giving African Americans the opportunity.
Yep.
Because there was many times Skip gave African American opportunities to be on air, and the network didn't want that. You know what I mean? Not saying that they were prejudiced about it or racist, but they had a stipulation where maybe they're too loud, maybe they're too opinionated, maybe they're not smart enough to actually go into the film and break down the X's and O's. You know what I mean? But Stephen A. has proved that wrong. Shannon Sharp has proved that wrong. You know, he brought Michael Irvin back after Michael Irvin was canceled. Keyshawn, these guys he brought around, you know, they killed that stipulation. So that hopefully is what Skip's legacy would be after it's all over. But he did need a rebrand. It's working.
All right, moving on. Once again, thank you, Nickel Pass, for sponsoring this episode of Plus Game Narrative. You download Nickel Pass by giving $20. Get all of your newspaper stuff. Download Nickel Pass today. Moving on, we got Pepper Takes. We got rest in peace to Ted Turner. One of the people, Warner Brothers, gave us not Turner, that. But he gave us Cartoon Network. He was in charge of WCW. He was in charge of all those type of stuff. Some of our childhood biggest moments, Ted Turner has always been associated with. So, rest in peace to him.
Yeah. What I didn't know, I know there was some things I didn't know about Ted Turner. So I had a chat GPT what he did. Definitely what I knew him for was WCW. That's what I knew him for. But I didn't know he founded CNN, which is wild. In 1980, founded CNN. They said it was the first 24-hour news network, and everybody panned it. Like, there's no way this will take off. And it did. And they said that CNN started rivaling ratings at NBC, CBS, and ABC. So what Ted Turner did as far as for cable TV was big because he showed cable channels can compete with the big networks like CBS, ABC, Fox, etc., etc. TBS also became a superstation. You know, that's TNT.
Yeah.
You know, he those are his networks.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He founded the Cartoon Network.
Yep.
You know, he founded Turner Classic Movies.
Yep.
You know, so there's a lot of things he did. Supposedly what killed was when he joined with AOL. I'm Warner AOL. Yeah, they said that deal like killed it. Like killed him, killed a lot of his you know, legacy. A lot of his money got drained. A lot of people saw him, and I think that he had controversial political topics. He had controversial, political opinions, and he was like an asshole, basically. You know what I mean? And his reputation was known as that. So, you know, when he during that Time Warner AOL deal kind of went sour, people were more like, "Fuck you, burn in hell, bitch." Like no one came to kind of help him. No one came to kind of pull him up. But he wasn't flat broke. So I don't think he probably gave a shit.
No.
And TNT and TBS was still thriving. He was big for wrestling. People don't know. When WCW was going out of business, he's the one that put the money into it and put him on TBS and TNT.
Yeah.
And was the one that funded Monday Night Nitro, which basically saved WCW. And they outrated WWE for like almost 2 years.
83 weeks. That's Eric Bishaw's podcast called.
Yeah. 83 weeks they outrated WWE Monday Night Raw. They found the NWO formula and they ran with it. And Turner was the one that did that. Yeah, they eventually went bankrupt and WWF brought them, but no one has rivaled WWF since WCW.
Nope.
WCW was, battling them, and we got stars from there. We got Sting, we got fucking Rey Mysterio, we got Ric Flair. We got a lot of guys. Chris Jericho, I think, started WCW, right?
Yeah, he did.
Chris Jericho, a lot of guys, man.
Goldberg, you got Goldberg from there.
Yeah, Goldberg. A lot of guys started at WCW, and that's definitely part of Ted Turner's legacy. So, R.I.P. to him. And I guess thank you for your contributions to wrestling and cable TV, man.
Yeah, our TV would not be the same without Turner Studios. So we gotta shout out to him and condolences to the family.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to our last topic. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out here, especially to my mom. I'm gonna go spend some time with her. So it's just a good day to cherish loved ones. So
yeah. Being a mother is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
You learn more as you get older. You witness it. I know sometimes we could sit here and troll and say what we want about women, and they do this and they do that, and it's cool because they got shit to say about us too, and it's fine. But when you tear all that down, you get down to the nitty gritty. They do a lot. My sister got married this weekend, and her daughter's first birthday was the same weekend. So it was like I got to see a lot of women in the building. You know what I'm saying? And they're cleaning and they're cooking and they're doing this. And the guys are really just drinking beers and, watching the sports and chilling and, really dealing with the kids, but still the kids were, we how we watch kids. We just look out for a noise. Yeah.
Hey!
What are you doing over there? That's it. But the kids still going, Mom, give me something to eat. Mom, this. So, you watch all that behind the scenes and you're like, man, they do a lot. You know what I mean? And women are really the backbone of the family. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give a shout out to all the moms out there that hold it down. My mom's no longer with me. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone out there who are celebrating Mother's Day without their mom today. It's never easy, but you just deal with it, move on, do the best you could to just deal with the pain. That's all you could do, man. It's gonna be there till you die. Until you pass away, you're always gonna be thinking about it. But there's nothing wrong with that. You just deal with it in a healthy manner as much as you can. But yeah, man, happy Mother's Day to everybody. I hope everybody has a great day.
Yep.
And how about this? How about you celebrate Father's Day the same way?
I've always said that.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't want to step on your Mother's Day like you step on our Father's Day.
No. We gotta keep the same energy. What about the single dads? Are we gonna celebrate them? We're taking care of them.
Yeah.
Are we gonna give the same energy? That's what I was gonna say. Are we gonna call them? No, we don't do that. But Let y'all have y'all day, y'all little Mother's Day brunch and shit like that, But
I'm a mom and a dad. How's that? Nah, we're just joking. But appreciate y'all, everything y'all do. And we love y'all out there. And enjoy your day.
All right. See ya.
See ya next week.